Hi, I'm Lizzie Esau in discussion with Generator for Generator Live. So I started sort of making music or loving music really young. I think I was like, well, I grew up around it, if you know what I mean. So my dad was in a band forever, still is in his band. And my mum is an artist, so there was a lot of music, a lot of like painting, creative things around, which I feel very lucky for. So I think it was like always there. Yes, but I think I started, you know, just sitting people down and being like, let me sing to you, let me do whatever, like annoying everyone, which I still am, to be honest. From like 3 or 4, I just wanted to like perform in front of people. So yeah, I remember doing that from a really young age, and then it just kind of grew and grew. I wrote songs throughout my whole childhood, life, whatever, and then it was only really when my manager came on board, who's an old friend of my dad's, who worked in the industry or had a lot of knowledge of it, and was like, then left the industry, went back into it and thought, you know, let's see what we can do together. And that's when things started to actually happen, actually put out music. I don't know what I would do if she hadn't have come along. But yeah, and then form the band around it all. And that changed things again. So the music grows, the more people get involved and work with it. So that's kind of been the journey. And then now we're here. So yeah, it's just the best. It's really good. Yeah, it feels like a real community. Everyone wants to support each other and see people do well. Yeah, it's just amazing to see how much people are. I feel like people really like graft up here. Like they really do. They don't just let it be like, well, I hope something's going to come along or pick me up, or like, you know, and speaking only from my perspective or mind, I don't know who else feels like this, but you know, I know we get told it, it's not necessarily the case, but for me, you know, sometimes you feel like there are less opportunities up here, so people really graft for it. And there's amazing organisations, you know, Generator, all these things going on up here that makes it so exciting, and it's now giving people so many more opportunities. I'm very excited. It's very special, obviously, because it's a home show. Any like gig that we do around here is extra special because all your family come along, your friends come along. It just feels like a full-on event. Everyone, you know, gets so excited about it. It is, yeah, it's great to do shows here. Especially in this venue is really cool. It's really big, it looks really nice and cool. Even though it's really hot today, I still like it. Yeah, and the band's playing, I've loved forever. So I think it's just, yeah, it's a real honour to be on the lineup because it's a really cool lineup. So thanks for including us. Oh, just everyone, Venus Girls are doing amazing. Oh, Little Comets, who I've seen many times live, supporting other bands or in their own shows. Just absolutely buzzing to see them. But yeah, there's so many, everyone. So on the 21st of July is my debut EP, which is coming out, which I'm very excited about. It's some songs which you'll be familiar with, and then some new stuff, which is really exciting. And my fave song yet is on that, so get ready for it. It's about being really lazy, I can tell you. I just relate to it so much. There's loads of people. I mean, the artists I mentioned before, so there's like Venus Girls, Little Comets, so many cool bands. The Pale White are back with their single and more stuff to come, I'm sure. I know D Mob Happy just released an album. I know they're not based here anymore, but they're from here. Oh God, there's so many. I mean, there's people like Luke Royalty who's going to come out with, hopefully coming out with new stuff soon. I'm sure he was teasing it. That's where I got that from. So there's just loads of people bringing out really cool stuff, and just, I feel like everyone's just going to step up every time. Like I look at things, I'm like, this looks so cool, this sounds so cool. I think it's really exciting. So cool a million times. Yeah, being an artist and, well, someone up and coming or starting out or wherever you are, it is quite hard, especially, you know, obviously Generator, people like that, you make it a lot easier to be heard, which is amazing, but it's still like, it's still hard and challenging to find new ways to keep up with like how social media changes. You know, I only started putting music out a couple of years ago, but things like TikTok weren't nearly as big even when I started putting stuff out. So it's hard to like adapt and like think about new ways to do things and catch people's attention and make people want to listen to gain new fans. It can be quite a challenge. It's fun, most of the time. It's fun to think of new stuff to do, but sometimes you can easily let it make you disheartened, but that's what you need to just, you know, keep telling yourself, you know, it's only over the second I give in, you know, it's until I'm like, oh, it's just never gonna happen, or just whatever. Until that moment, you never know. It's always a possibility. You never know, the next thing you post on TikTok could randomly get picked up. Just keep doing it. Words of wisdom. Not really. We're going on tour in November. We're going to be playing Xerox in Newcastle, which is going to be really fun. It's the biggest headline Newcastle show we've done, so we're so excited about that. And obviously we're playing at Generator just a few months before that, so that'll be good. Hopefully gain some more people to come along to our other shows. And yeah, we're playing Manchester, Bristol, London and Glasgow as well. So get your tickets if you haven't already, please. Yeah, that's the other big thing going on. We're doing some sport tours and festivals. We're doing a lot of festivals, so that's another exciting thing. Yeah, and they're my fave ever things to do. Only really started doing them last year, and that's when I really started going to them. So I've realised they're my favourite place in the world to be.